Man, I've been waking up at 6 a.m., but I've only been getting tired at like 1 a.m. So today I decided to wake up at 4 a.m., thinking it would be the same. 4 a.m. is a little tougher than 6 a.m., especially because I went to bed at 1 a.m. last night. But as tough as it is, I remember waking up this fucking tired when I was 15. And rather than get to sit around, drink water, sip on a fucking smoothie, read books, meditate, do what I want, I'd be fucking getting screamed at or outside doing push-ups in the snow. Anybody who went to Valley Forge Military Academy knows what the fuck I'm talking about. If you think I'm bitching or snitching, you don't understand the goddamn code. So let me explain to you the difference between what I do when I talk about Valley Forge and what snitching is. So first of all, snitching only applies to people who live a certain lifestyle. You have to be a criminal. You have to be somebody who signed up to do shit and not talk about it. Being a child sent somewhere and then talking about it is not snitching. The fucking G code, gangster code, criminal code of silence does not apply to civilians or children. I'll tell you one more time. The fucking G code is not called the C code. No disrespect to anybody whose gang starts with the letter C. I'm talking about C for civilian. You know what the fuck I'm saying? It doesn't apply to kids. Anybody who fucks with a kid is not a gangster anyway. There's nothing gangster about torturing or fucking with children. I'll tell you right now. There's nothing gangster about shooting children. There's nothing gangster about hurting children. There's nothing gangster about any of that, man. A real motherfucking gangster, in my opinion, my civilian opinion, would fuck up somebody who fucks with kids, man, all day, and would hear what happens to kids and cares about what happens to kids. So, keeping myself busy because I'm a little fucking tired, but deploying some gratitude because I could be face first in some snow or forced to fucking shower in freezing cold or burning hot water or have to do fucking push-ups immediately when I wake up. Let me explain to you how going to that school fucked with my sleep. You can think I'm snitching or bitching. I'm telling the truth. So when I was in plebe system, which is the first 6 weeks at Valley Forge Military Academy, here's how I would be woken up after we left von Steuben Hall and went over to the barrack, even though this would happen there too. You would think that people would wake you up by banging on your door, right? Screaming at you, things like that. Well, first of all, when you're a plebe, you're not allowed to say I, me, or my. So you're subject to psychological battering. You're told that you don't exist. Your name is gone, right? To create group thought. So you're not allowed to say the words I, me, or my because you don't exist. You have to say this plebe and speak in the third person. So if I ever speak in the third person and call myself Andrew Prometheus, you'll know why. But it's a dehumanization process. Your head is shaved, you're given a uniform, you're given a number. Mine was 145459. I still remember it like fucking yesterday. I was only there for goddamn 6 months. You know what I mean? There are people who spent 3, 4, fucking 5 years, 6 years at that goddamn hellhole. So shout out everybody who spent a fucking week there. You know what I mean? I remember during plebe system, like 2 or 3 weeks in, a kid slit his own wrists and he had to be fucking removed. God bless him wherever he is. But fucking, we would be woken up like this. Somebody in the hallway. Now, you weren't allowed to close your door either, so we were sleeping with our doors open. Somebody would be in the hallway, and somebody would start quietly counting down. They would go 10, 9, 8, 7. And if by the time they got to 0, you weren't in the hallway doing push-ups, you're pretty much fucked. So you weren't waiting to get woken up by horns or alarms. Your body would wake you up earlier. You'd be listening, be like, is that somebody counting? No, okay. Is that, oh shit, did somebody just say 10? Did somebody just whisper 6? Did somebody just whisper 5? Right? So you're alert. You're on alert. This develops a certain way of thinking and moving. And as much as you want to believe that you could adapt to that afterwards, and once you're a cadet or you pull some rank, all of a sudden you're just sleeping soundly. It's not really how it affected somebody like me. So before I'm supposed to wake up, I wake up. And not smoking weed, not being on steroids, not blowing pills anymore, there's nothing to counteract or combat that. So my adrenaline system is very overactive as a result of going through that program during developmental puberty type years. So I had to wake up at 4 a.m. today, and I only went to bed at 1 a.m. last night. You'd think I would have woke up sick to my stomach because of how tired I am. But it's not that fucking hard. Maybe I'm still rebounding off of drugs, right? Maybe I'm a little wired up. But I think it has everything to do with that as well. But my body's ready to train. My body's ready to work out. Which is why I think certain people who've experienced traumatic situations do wake up and immediately get in a workout. Because not only will it get you out of your mind, if that's what you've been developed to do, that's what you want to do. But I find myself with a resting heart rate of it's probably at about 100 right now, which isn't so bad. But if I get up and walk around, it'll jump up to 110. My heart will start pounding. And I've been prescribed a beta blocker to take 25 milligrams of metapropylol or whatever for the next 30 days. But I know, what's up, bro? I know that it's not going to do what I need to do because it lasts in my body for about 12 hours. And I really want the effects of that before I go to sleep because it'll be the same thing. I'll get into bed, my heart will be pounding. So I think that's for a different reason. I think Valley Forge may have contributed to that, but I think even before Valley Forge, somebody used to fuck with me at night. And I think that my body adapted to that. So right when the sun goes down, I come up, I get ready to rock because my circadian tells me, here we go. Here it comes again. Get ready, to fight, to combat something. But that's a whole other story. But yeah, it's about 4:30 a.m. First 30 minutes, I got up and responded to some YouTube comments, which I'm very grateful to be receiving, even if they're bitch-ass haters. But yeah, a little story time, a little way for me to keep myself busy, deploy some gratitude, because I'm glad that I get to wake up in my home, my beautiful family. Excuse me. Sip on some water, sip on smoothies, fire up my new PS5 maybe, play some Spider-Man, play some Dark Demon Souls, pardon me, play some 2K, whatever the fuck I'm feeling. I also have to take a little break from playing basketball. I bought my first pair of basketball shoes for real in basketball, like my first week sober. And I realized that with this heart shit going on, I'd have to go so slow. I can't even really go practice or learn the game because something I'm starting to realize is I've wanted to do certain things that when I was high as shit, I never did. So like, I want to know how to play basketball, even if I'm 30 years old, terrible at it, right? 5'8", 130 pounds. I want to learn how to play it, even if just for fun, because I'm a fan of the game. And one thing that's cool is I did see rapid improvement in something like my shot accuracy or my ability to dribble the ball. But also, there's how you find out you're kind of a freak. Like, I had these chest pains and certain things, and the first time I went to the gym with a basketball, I played for like 5 hours straight and pushed myself really hard. And of course, my back hurt a little bit because I didn't warm up right. My wrist hurt a little bit. My shoulder hurt a little bit. My feet hurt a little bit. And I was just like, damn, man, my body isn't used to this the way it's used to something like lifting weights or the other shit that I've been doing my whole life. So partially I become a little grateful that I really have been in the gym lifting weights since I'm about 13, because muscle memory activates. I know what I'm doing there. But I come to find out, like, I don't even know the rules of basketball, which is probably why deep down I never wanted to watch it, because I didn't have the energy or capacity to learn. And it's like, what else have I been missing out on that I could enjoy, participate in, that isn't based on chemicals or bullshit, you know what I mean? But I'm excited to play and learn. I think maybe playing 2K will be a good way to learn the game a little bit, and then I can watch it and maybe play it a little bit. Because of this nail, I don't feel like I should play scrimmage or rec ball, because whatever team I'm on, I'd be holding back a little bit because I'm not going to break this motherfucker. But when I play by myself, I can get around and have some fun. I played horse around the world with a couple people, and even though I lost, it was still a lot of fun. So I'm interested in ways to spend my time. And I think today I'll probably be a little tired, but if I've been waking up at 6 a.m. and getting tired at about midnight or 1 a.m., my goal is if I wake up at 4 today, I should be able to go to bed at 10 p.m. That's my plan. So wake up at 4, go to bed at 10, get about 6 hours of sleep while my body acclimates to all this, and then maybe we'll adapt and see what happens. But that's what we're looking at. And there's a little story time for y'all. I'm using the TV as light because all the other lights are real bright, and I'm letting people in my apartment sleep. But even though my man's up, right? Sort of, half up. He drags himself around all sleepy. But anyway, today's day one, waking up at 4 a.m. I thought about hitting that snooze, give myself an extra hour or two, but then I'd be paying for it later. So we're going to ride it out. I have a morning process broken down where I wake up, I meditate, and then I read a book. Oh, there goes the TV. Well, all right, I guess that's the end of the video. Prometheus out.